Peace fam, it's your girl Mikey here doing some work late at night, and I decided to share another life lesson with you. This one I think will be good for the people who like to set intentions. It will be good for the people who, do their little intentions during the new moon or just every day, whenever you do it, okay? I had this mantra in my head. I don't know if you would call it mantra. I think you would. Affirmation, whatever. In my head. No, this is not affirmation. It's like a mantra. And it came to me one time in the summertime around, I think, the new moon. I was working on a lot of things and still I felt like I was not getting anywhere. But something told me that you need to remember what you've done. In the beginning of the year, I decided that I was going to live my life intentionally. That was like my only resolution, to live with intention every day, every moment, every minute. And there's times where I be forgetting because I'm human. There's times where I really do live with intention. But I also, during this time, I realized I was forgetting a equally important step, which was not only intention but also reflection. I don't know if you're like me, where you have all these goals and you have all these dreams and you're working hard towards it, and you're thinking as if nothing is going well, or like it's not moving the way you want it to move. You're not moving fast enough, you're not succeeding fast enough. Nothing is really budging. That's when you need reflection. You don't need intention for that, because all that intention that you did to put in the work, that's what its job is. But when you forget, and when you feel like you're not doing anything, or you're going too slow, that's when you need reflection, because reflection will remind you of your growth. When intention is going to help you grow, reflection is going to remind you where you've been and how far you grow, which will probably motivate you to keep going. That's what it did for me. In July, I started my business as a digital content creator, and everything was just going slow. I am a first-time business owner in my family. Nobody really taught me the ropes. You know what I mean? I'm learning and deciphering all these things by myself. Applying for business license and like setting up a website and all types of stuff, what's taxes, like what are those, and it just felt all new to me, and I felt like this setting up the business was just moving too slow, and I was just wondering what have I really done, right? And when asking that question, my spirit reminded me where I was exactly a year in the month of July. And exactly in the year in the month of July, it was very hard. I lost my father. I was broke as hell. Having check to check type situations, eating the bare minimum, like making the bare minimum to survive, just all types of stuff, feeling very crappy about myself, highly depressed. I failed to graduate another time, had a problem with a professor at school. It was just super duper hard and exhausting. And it told me to go back then because it had to remind me where I am now. And I just kept counting what I've done since then. I graduated school. I started my own business. I started investing in stuff. What else did I do? I was a fellow for a up and coming media startup company. I wrote for other websites. I wrote almost 30 plus articles. I was finally getting help with, with my mental health and healing in that way. I was meeting new people, new friends, which was a big goal for me when I started the summer. So when I saw that, I had to give an honor to the universe. I had to give an honor to God. Like, like, what? Why not? How not so? You know what I mean? And knowing and saying all those things, I was like, damn, I really changed. I really kicked some ass in a year. In a year. You know what I mean? Going from getting check to check to starting my own business and starting investing. Coming from, feeling like I was alone with my best friend in Ghana and my other friend my best friend in Baltimore, feeling alone in DC, to making really good and meaningful relationships with other people and friends, you know what I mean? To being not understand how to handle the grief with my father and the depression and anxiety and stuff, to finally getting help. You know what I mean? It's just like, wow. And if I did not reflect on the past, I would have missed the fact that I've grown. And it would not have motivated me to just keep going. So start with an intention. Start every day, start every week. Start with an intention, because that is important. That is truly important. But also end with reflection, because not only reflection will remind you how far you've grown, but if you haven't grown in areas, okay, you got to reassess your game plan. And maybe make a new intention or make a new way to move on to that action and just go through. You know what I mean? Intention and reflection has to be married to each other. Like they're married to each other. Like, so yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Whenever you feel like you ain't did shit, please, 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 remember where you've been. And remember the obstacles you powered through. Remember the mountains and the struggles that you conquered and you slayed. You know what I mean? Even if it is getting up today, I give thanks to the most simplest of tasks, okay? Sometimes it is hard for me to just clean my room. To clean my room, yes, me, clean my room. My room is small as shit, and it's hard to just clean my room. And when I do it, I celebrate it as if I just ran the New York Marathon. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, your girl here is twerking, have music on, like, saging the corners of her room, you know what I mean, giving thanks for me to just have a clean room, some nice sheets and a good bed, like, like, what? It is that serious. Start your day with intention. Continue to do that. Continue to know where your day, how you want your day to be. Continue to create that. But when that day ends, please remind yourself what you've accomplished. Even if it's the simplest thing as cleaning your room. Even if it's the simplest thing as waking up and taking a shower. Even if it's the simplest thing of, I'm going to eat today, or I'm going to drink water. Like, Nothing, no task is too small to reflect on and to feel proud and to feel good about what you've accomplished. All right? Peace.